Our top story, nurses at Maine Medical Center in Portland holding an emergency protest this morning.
Yeah, they're demanding the release of one of their colleagues, Deborah Capisha, who was taken into custody last week by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. According to a press release shared by the Maine State Nurses Association, Capisha was detained on July 30th while traveling through Logan Airport. She's expected to be moved to a facility in Louisiana later today. They say Capisha is legally authorized to work and live in the U.S. while she waits for her asylum case from Zambia to process. Just a couple of weeks ago, union nurses protested Maine Health's use of a company called Palantir Technology because of their connection to ICE. A man from South Portland is suing the federal government, claiming immigration agents violated his constitutional rights during Operation Catch of the Day back in January. News Center Maine's Alex Haskell has details.
Hi. How you doing today? Good, and you?
On the morning of January 22nd, Robert Peck says he was exercising his First Amendment right to observe DHS agents as they worked near their Scarborough facility.
They approached my vehicle, which is when I grabbed my phone and began filming.
Are you following us? Yeah.
The video shows two DHS agents accusing Peck of impeding federal law enforcement. They then warn him and tell him he will be arrested if he continues.
After hearing him say what he said, I said, actually, I was not impeding, I was observing.
I'm observing you.
It is impeding.
No, it's actually not.
After one warning, keep doing it, we'll pull you back out and arrest you.
Peck says he then left the area, discouraged to continue what he says is protected First Amendment activity.
Then I just started shaking, and I couldn't operate my phone because of the adrenaline dump and just fear.
Criminalizing the First Amendment is one of the most brazen, illegal measures that the federal government's using to take away our rights.
Peck's attorney, David Webert, also argues the agents violated Peck's Fourth Amendment rights by unconstitutionally seizing him when they questioned him about his activities.
So this is not a one-off, two agents that went off script. This is, what the U.S. government is doing right now to Americans across the country.
Webert and Peck say the goal in filing the lawsuit is to hold both the federal government and the agents accountable.
If it's possible, I want it to sting.
All right, that was Alex Haskell with that report. The lawsuit seeks compensatory damages and asks that the agents involved receive additional training. A DHS spokesperson says they do not comment on pending litigation.
News Center Maine was the first to report yesterday that Senator Susan Collins says she will vote against President Trump's nominee of Todd Blanch to become Attorney General of the United States. Blanch has served as the acting Attorney General since April. Senator Collins releasing a statement saying, quote, "While I believe Mr. Blanch is a capable lawyer, the Department of Justice has become increasingly political. Mr. Blanch has taken several actions that further eroded the department's independence, and that is the basis for my vote to oppose his confirmation," end quote. Now, Senator Collins did cite four specific reasons for her decision. First, Blanch supported a $1.8 billion so-called anti-weaponization fund. Critics called that a slush fund to pay reparations to people that President Trump believes were wrongly prosecuted by the Justice Department during the Biden administration. Secondly, Blanch approved IRS audit immunity for President Trump and his family. That stemmed from the president's $10 billion lawsuit against the government over his leaked tax returns, which showed him paying very little income tax over the years. Blanch agreed to settle that by granting Trump and his entire family immunity from any future audits, a protection that is unavailable to any other American taxpayer. Third is Blanch's pledge to conservative religious anti-abortion activists to halt the mailing of abortion pills. And fourth, under Blanch's leadership, the Justice Department attempted to indict Democratic Senators Mark Kelly out of Arizona, Alyssa Slotkin of Michigan, and some others for their constitutionally protected speech advising military members that they are allowed to resist illegal orders. Now, Senator Collins was one of 3 Republican senators who had until yesterday not announced their decision on Blanch. Last night, the Maine Democratic Party released a statement that criticized Senator Collins for voting no by saying, in part, once again, Susan Collins waited until Todd Blanch's confirmation was all but assured to conveniently announce her opposition. She has voted with Trump 96% of the time, including votes for some of the most extreme right-wing nominees, end quote.